I am Adalsa Jain, and on behalf of CLJ, I welcome you all to CLJ, a drive for a sustainable corporate world. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for further updates. The vision behind this platform is to explore corporate literacy and impart the legal education in a simple and lucid manner. Today, we have with us Mr. Gauhar Mirza, Principal Associate at Shardul Amachan Mangaldas & Co., Delhi office. Prior to joining Shardul Amachan Mangaldas, he has worked at L&L Partners. He specializes in international and domestic commercial arbitration and corporate litigation. He has represented private and public corporations before ad hoc and institutional arbitrations in a wide range of disputes. He regularly represents clients in Indian court proceedings related to arbitration. He has spoken on arbitration related issues at various conferences, seminars, training programs, law schools, and workshops.
Hello everyone. It gives me great pleasure that Team Corporate Law Journal is working with full spirit to explore corporate literacy. I personally congratulate the whole team and the kind of initiative they have taken, which is called a drive for sustainable corporate world. I am confident that this channel will play a crucial role to cater to the needs of students from different walks of professions such as law, CA, CS, and of course other management professionals. I hope this platform will serve to cater value-based corporate world and will impact legal education in a simple and lucid manner. My best wishes for the team and the channel for all the future endeavors. Thank you.
As you all know, we are living through an unprecedented time and the whole world has been impacted via coronavirus. This has brought a lot of uncertainty, not only to our individual lives but also to the judicial system across the world. In this video, Mr. Gauhar Mirza will provide his thought-provoking ideas on ADR and sustainability during COVID-19, present and future. In this video, we are going to cover the challenges faced by the courts specific to arbitration and the steps they have taken to overcome the same. Arbitration as a concept is immensely successful due to its ability to adapt to the user's needs. Shifting to an online mode of proceedings is one of the topics that will be delved into. Importance is also laid on the need to continue business relations and the need to adapt. Different ways in which ADR is being made accessible to people are also mentioned and elaborated upon both globally and in India. There are various issues in the mechanism and Mr. Gauhar Mirza will be discussing the plan of action for the same. ADR mechanism and procedures will be widely recognized in the future and the technicalities of the same are also mentioned. With this short introduction, we welcome Mr. Gauhar Mirza for today's session. Thank you.
We know that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought a lot of uncertainty to many areas of lives. We are in an uncharted territory, and so is the whole judicial system across India and globally. The courts in India have undertaken great efforts to quickly react and adapt to the situation, providing for virtual hearings and educating lawyers on the same. Now, there are some steps that ADR institutions have also taken in this area. Now, ADR, specifically arbitration, has its own challenges in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Given that parties, arbitrators and witnesses are usually in different countries, travel restrictions have caused delays and postponements of the hearings in many countries. Arbitral institutions and arbitrators have issued precautionary measures also during this crisis. However, they seem to adapt rather quickly to the reality of COVID-19, with some institutions offering an online facility such as LCIA or ICC. Even the ICA, which is the Indian Council of Arbitration, recommends that arbitral tribunals may conduct arbitration proceedings by video conferencing, telephone, or any means of communication that are feasible. One of the core features of ADR is its ability to adapt it to its users' need. International arbitration will adapt further to the new reality of its users. Increasing demand of the technological tools and resources, these could be used with the consent of the parties and the arbitrators, even if they are not provided in the procedural rules governing the arbitration. Now, the question is how ADR is adaptable to maintain business relationships. The biggest realization that COVID-19 crisis has brought to the table is prolonged litigation in business relationship may not be the best decision. There is a global need to maintain business relationships, continue ongoing and halted projects even despite disputes. This is because parties do not want to stuck in limitation for a long time or litigation for a long time. This is something we see practically on an everyday basis while the crisis is worsening. The change in attitude towards ADR, towards settlement, and willingness to accept various players in the business. So now it's the time to adapt. Access to justice and business relationships should not be put on hold to the extent possible during this COVID-19 pandemic. For this purpose, ADR can be flexible, especially for commercial litigants, and it can respond more quickly than perhaps the court will generally be able to. Now, what are the realities that we face in ADR or arbitration? Now, COVID-19 and virtual hearings. Even before COVID-19 situation, we had this, we were trying to explore cloud-based options in ADR. In fact, while we are now discussing use of technology in ADR, specifically in arbitration, this has been present for some time, at least globally. There are some concerns that limited access to paper copies may derail a proceeding, but arbitration has been using technology more prominently than traditional litigation. This is despite the fact that complex arbitration cases involving management of voluminous evidentiary records. It was not unusual for arbitration users to use video conferencing services to prepare clients and hold virtual meetings. However, COVID-19 has definitely ensured that we take steps in the right direction immediately and surely. The idea behind making ADR cloud-based is that it needs to be different from litigation, and people should not have to drag themselves to a brick and mortar facility to attend hearings and use of paper filing cases. Now there are different online providers, online ADR providers alongside its well-established arbitral institutions. A new avenue in this space has emerged. These ADR providers are mushrooming by way of online startups, expanding their online services for case filing, management of documents, image, video uploading, transcription, selection of arbitrators, and various other factors that are important for arbitration. This makes ADR extremely accessible to disputed parties and reducing costs significantly. Some famous ADR institutions are Better Business Bureau and so on and so forth. Indian setup and online ADR. Alternate dispute resolution in India is in fact in its infancy stage, and it's gaining prominence day by day. With the enactment of the IT Act, e-commerce, e-governance have been given a formal and legal recognition in India. Evidently, slowly and gradually, government departments and private companies are understanding its importance and moving a step forward to adopt online facilities. For instance, Department of Consumer Affairs or online consumer disputes, etc., have been using these technologies. Now, very important aspect which I would like to cover is where can ADR improve in these contemporary times. Now, what are the negative aspects of ADR? For this, we will have to discuss some negative aspects first facing in the modern times. Today, anyone can call themselves mediator, collaborator, etc. Few professional bodies exist that can effectively train lawyers or people in actual ADR mechanism. Even if they exist, such training may not result in credible qualification. So standardized training of a person is a problematic issue. Now what can be the action plan? We need to be more institutional based, provide credentials, degrees, etc. A great way to start is from law colleges. Practitioners need to voluntarily become credentialized or have proper degrees and distinguish themselves from others. Various branches of ADR that we discussed before need to be properly categorized, and practitioners like us need to educate clients on these mechanisms. Now, I would like to conclude with this that ADR mechanism will become widely recognized as a true independent profession with capacity to address various disputes, especially pertaining to commerce and business. The ADR methods shall also be more easily available as they can be made available online easily. Parties will spontaneously use neutrals to help resolve conflicts and negative contacts. There will be less reliance on top-down approach. Users will use ADR techniques, including mediators, to make deals. So with this, I will wrap up this video. Thank you.